Hello and welcome to the Valley Punters preview for Christmas racing at the Valley on Saturday. Track is rated a good 4 and the rail will be moved back into the true position. Tommy, no need for the lights this week. We're racing on a Saturday program.
Yeah, Benny, very excited to be back at the Valley for a Saturday meeting. First time since the Ladbrokes Cox Plate. Hopefully we can celebrate that with a stack of winners.
The Spendthrift Australia Handicap is going to be leg number 1 of our charity quaddie here on Saturday. How did you line them up over the 1,000 metres?
Benny, very tough rates to start the quaddie. I'm with Rewarding Laughter though. Returns to Melbourne after 2 really impressive wins at Morfordville. I don't think it's a horse with a fair amount of talent. Loves 1,000 metres, 4 from 8 at this trip. But I think it's just a horse that's really racing in career best form. No reason why it can't be in the finish once again. I do think the main danger though is Phil the Flute. Another horse that's absolutely flying. Just 3 wins from as many starts this campaign. Just keeps on improving. And once again, I think it's a horse that can give it another crack this on Saturday.
Barriers stay in the 1,000 metre position for race number 7 of the program, and I didn't think we had to look far to find the winner. I'm tipping a horse called Thermal Current. He's not a known winner, but got back onto the winners list at Flemington during the carnival. I thought that was a good, tough run. I think this horse with Craig Williams and staying at 1,000 metres, I think it might be a little bit too sharp for these. So happy to go with the old boy Thermal Current on top. I think Ken's Dream is probably the danger. Stablemate fellow Darren Weir runner. This was a horse who wasn't beaten far into Newmarket last campaign. Goes fairly good fresh and doesn't mind the Valley. So Ken's Dream for a bit of value in race 7.
Benny, I think in race 8, Al Galul is really well placed to return to winning form. Wasn't beaten far last start at Flemington on McKinnon Stakes Day. We saw earlier in the spring it beat Lucky for All at Caulfield. It's definitely a horse with plenty of ability. I think this is probably the weakest race he has contested in some time. I think he's really well placed to return to winning form. I think he might be one of the best bets of the entire afternoon. I think the main danger in this race is Darren Weir trained Top Prospect. Returned to winning form at Flemington last start in quite impressive fashion there. I think he's a horse that's not a noted winner. That was his first win in Australia. But I think Darren Weir might have turned the corner with him, and I don't think they do look the 2 clear standout picks in this race.
That takes us through to the last, which is the Woodside Park Handicap, and I thought Like to Think So was well placed to make it 3 wins on the trot here. This is a horse that's been racing in Adelaide of recent times for the Kim Hand stable. They've got an excellent strike rate. I think the Valley is going to be the track for this horse. He'll roll forward and he will take a ton of catching. Like to Think So. Easy Beast is one worth taking note of. First up from the Lamming stable, worked here on Tuesday morning and worked rather sharply as well. Can run a race fresh, can Easy Beast. Tommy, charity quaddie this week as we try and build a bank. What did we find in race number 6?
Benny, as I said earlier, I'm with Rewarding Laughter and Phil the Flute in the first race of the quaddie. The other horse I want to add in is number 1, Essence of Terror. Really loves this distance at the Valley. I also want to throw in number 6, Urak. I think it's a better horse than its first up run at Flemington suggests, and before that, it just couldn't be beaten.
Race number 7, for the reasons outlined, numbers 1 and 2 go in. Fairly small field. Thought we only needed the 4, Invincible Al. It's a horse who's going to get back, but he's a good 1,000 metre horse, so the 4 goes in as well.
Benny, I think we can skinny up a little bit in race 8. As I said earlier, I really like Al Galul and Top Prospect in this race.
And if we're alive through to the last leg, the numbers we will need: number 2, Like to Think So, number 10, Easy Beast. Also want to put in number 3, which is Demolition from the Cummings stable, is not far off a win. Hopefully they're the quaddie numbers here for us on Saturday. Also got the Junior Jocks Christmas party here as well, and Santa's Workshop's been set up for the community helping charity. Tommy, all the best. Let's hope we can find a few winners this Saturday.